All the names are like what, 32, 31? All right, so we're gonna, this meeting is held in person and virtual. Anyone joining this meeting virtually will generally remain on mute except for speaking or voting. And we're generally keeping videos themselves turned on throughout the meeting. If anyone first creates an audio or video disruption, they may be manually ejected from the meeting upon recommendation of the chairperson running the meeting. So the first order of business is welcome to Jeff. He's new. He's the Fight Pack person.
There you go.
We're gonna call that.
I am. We are.
Yes, so welcome to Jeff. Next on the agenda is to approve the October 11th, 2023 fiscal policy meeting minutes. Now, from what I see here, Mark, Stephen, and myself, but Ernie and Barb are not here. So can we still approve them? It's 3 out of 5.
We can always modify them at a later date if Ernie and Barbara have anything.
Well, Ernie's not going to.
No, Ernie's gonna be fine with them. And
All right.
if Barbara finds a mistake, we can modify it later.
All right, so motion to approve.
I'll make that motion.
Stephen, want to second
Sure. I have fourth time. Yeah, good.
it? And for the 3 of us, are we all approving?
Yes.
Yes, aye.
I do have a question on it. Maybe you can, on the second page, 2 of 2, E sharp feels the attorney's response represents a slanted description of the language and does not properly convey 5-PAC's intention. What was that about? What attorney's response?
So we had.
We asked them to open their
attorneys
books,
Look at the policy regarding,
surplus give back? Transfers?
no, it was.
I think it was the right of 5-PAC to
Oh, the transfers and stuff, and how much,
see all transfers,
steel transfers and how much can they question and basically tell the Board of Ed how to spend their money and all that kind of stuff. So,
oversight.
you know, kind of a little more oversight than I think than what Ernie interpreted.
It says, so you weren't here, but it says on page 1 of 2, on the last line, when it was brought up, B. Wilson, that's Barbara, said the Board of Ed's budget process is transparent. She's happy to share information. Yeah, no, I understand that. I'm just reiterating because you weren't here last time, so you have the opportunity to.
Yeah, so we're not hired, but I think there was a question that it's being interpreted that all the transfers at the Board of Ed need to be given to 5-PAC before approval and all that kind of stuff. So the attorney just said, no, it's not in their realm to see it. You can see copies of it, but you're not gonna vote on it, you're not gonna.
Well, no, we didn't expect, I think, like the attorney says here, that a lot of it was misconstrued because, all we wanted to do is see it. We're not interested in voting on it, we're not interested in saying,
Yeah.
spend their money, but the fiduciary responsibility of the town, we just like to be able to view it.
Yes, and you do get them. I don't think you get all the details, but you will get them.
Yeah.
I think some of the questions seem to have come up in conversations with, let's say, the former chair, has been a little more in depth than what was probably within the realm of 5-PAC. So we got an interpretation from the attorney, just saying kind of an oversight. You can't really tell them how to spend their money.
Well, we realize that, I mean, that's been the way from the very get-go.
Yeah,
But
but there's been some
being
comments.
oversight, we just like to see.
Yes, yes, but there
And
was
I
some
think
comments that-
this year coming forward.
Yeah.
Is going to be. A real test of this, because we're in for. No better term, an uncertain tax year. Through the Board of Ed and the town.
Yes.
So I would ask that, you have that, and the school says you have that, so just so we know, because we're gonna have to push this through to the taxpayers again, and I really think that this is gonna be. One of our largest tested abilities to come forward with a budget that we're gonna be able to get through on the first go round. So,
Okay.
thank you.
With that, we'll move over to all business to 2024 budget. I just wanted to give just a quick overview. I think, the revenues are coming in, the collections have been coming, and I think we're at least over 50%. You know, the budget has been collected. We did get over $100,000 on this, revenue sharing grant that we didn't anticipate. Last year, we didn't expect it, and I guess the state gave it again. Things like the preschool tuition is not gonna come in higher than anticipated, which is a good thing, you know, a full house. And some of the real estate conveyance, all that is up again this year, so revenues are doing well. The Board of Selectmen, it seems to be running within budget. I haven't seen anything anticipated it's gonna go and say, oh, you know, it's gonna be transfers coming up, but, I think we're doing well. Capital, there's not a lot of capital projects going on at the moment, but the American Relief Fund projects are moving along. There will be motions going to the Board of Selectmen to allocate some additional funds for a couple of the projects, that are coming in over budget. But otherwise, I think we're doing well. Right now, without locking into a fund, there are funds still available from American Relief Funds. Probably at least 30,000. I'm just going conservative. We have to have them obligated by December 31, 2024. We can't make a change once the end of next year comes, because that money has to go back. So even if we have a contract and we're going to change, say we need more money, we can't do that. So,
By December 31st, 2024. So
yeah.
we have a year to
yeah.
spend $35,000.
Obligate.
So we don't even have to spend it. We just have to, yeah.
Have a
I
locked in
think we'll
PO.
be fine.
And then we're gonna
But
have
thank
to
you for
spend
your
it.
warning.
Yeah. Here, give you a warning.
And we should have it all spent by,
So,
we should have it all spent by then.
yeah, the goal is try to get it spent. I mean, they
Yep.
did give, I said it to Mark yesterday, there is, they added something new, which is affordable housing. You can use the funds to start up affordable housing, and they also use personnel, but I would discourage personnel because at the end,
It's not a one-time.
you know, it's not going to continue, so, but, as for the Board of Ed, their budget is getting tight again this year. There's a potential another student that might mean is coming in. I don't think it's been formalized yet, but I think, so based on the last projection, they're doing okay, but, hopefully the next month, we're gonna be able to formalize that a little more, how we're doing.
Yeah, what child doesn't need something additional? You know, I'm just, every child that we have a lot, I'm just saying.
Well, it's a new student,
Yeah.
small districts, families are looking for that thing, but, it would just be somebody coming into the district, so I know Barb's working hard on that one. With that, we can move on to the, any questions on?
I do, for an old business from last meeting, October 11th, you went over some numbers. Are we anywhere close to these numbers, or? I know you went over a couple of them just now. Board of Ed is probably surplus of 67, maybe surplus of nothing. Board of Selectmen,
Oh, these are numbers, these are last year's numbers, so these are pretty close, the 6,700 is the number that is.
Okay.
And I think because I know they're pretty close, I have to review them again, the audit, as well, I'm coming to that one, but they're still working on the audit, so again, that final to the done.
Okay.
So with that, we can move on to the HVAC project, after we have results.
Yes, sent my last night, what was it, 160, yes? This
169 and 69.
169 and then 60, I think, no. Let me look,
Okay, so we're moving forward,
yes.
okay,
About 3.7%.
so we didn't have to have a.
Oh, you're right, Stephen.
1%.
I have 169, yes, 69, no, correct.
71% approval. That's what the number came. That's what they said. I don't know. It got through.
Right, so we we got a green light to, I think really the next step. I'll, go out for, uh, request for qualifications on, I have, three, uh, bond consultants to help us through. It's not a financial advisor, they specialize in executing a bond. They would work with bond counsel. So I'll put that out, and I already have one proposal. I'll get two more. Bring it to the board of selectmen. So we can start getting ready.
We have a meeting tomorrow, kind of go over the application.
Yes, so Bob Banning, I don't know who else he'll have in that, but hopefully Barbara will be feeling better. Scott, are you available for that? We need.
For tomorrow, I think.
Yeah, so what we're gonna do is divide up responsibilities for executing this grant request, the application.
Yeah, most of it's gonna be Barbara and me working on it. So there's certain parts that the school has to provide, except to look back last year, is what we provided. I already emailed Mike Sylvester, just needs to provide maintenance programs. So Castelli has certain aspects they need to get us the documents to upload.
Yeah, I already talked to Bob. One main thing they have to provide is a financial summary of the project, and we've already, I think you and I already have that done. Whether it's exactly correct or not, we'll have to review it.
Yes, they have to sign off on it because it has to come from them.
Right.
Do we have the letters of support?
We have, right now, I'm working with Blumenthal's office, and we have Kathy Austin's letter. So I'll reach out to,
Do you send me copies of that? Or when Barbara and I can upload it?
yeah, I think I sent it to Barbara. I'll make sure you have it too. So I'll,
Yeah, I have to double check what minutes we need and all that kind of stuff, because, I definitely want to see all the minutes probably going the way back, so.
okay,
I know Jen gave me some of them, so I was just going through it. And so I'm just waiting for them to fully execute Barb's access and having to make sure the HVAC grant application is in her profile. And then we can move forward with it.
okay.
Yeah. Let's see what else is there. On the EDC charging station.
Where's the school installed? Is that,
For us, no, they installed, because they didn't, when they went to do the install, they didn't realize that they needed some more equipment.
right, I think,
They needed a jackhammer.
Yeah, so they're,
a portable
Yeah.
one, sufficient enough to get through that concrete.
Yeah.
Okay. And I think some of their workers had to be vetted through your system to make sure they pass your, what is it, you
Okay.
put a driver's license in? What's your system called?
yeah, that one.
Well, I know they got shut down from crawling around on the other side of the building by Mike and your Joe Marsh, because they hadn't been vetted.
It might be they just showed up on the top.
Oh, you know, they probably just needed to go through the Raptors.
That's what I'm trying to
Yes,
ask,
yes,
the Raptor.
Yeah, yeah, so that's nothing that they need to do other than.
Put their driver's license in the Raptor and it says you're good. Come on in. Okay,
Yeah, they just started working, I think, without checking in.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. So are the other ones, they're not live yet, I don't think they're still working over.
No, well, that's what you and I will be doing after this meeting, if that works with your day. Okay,
Okay,
we have to execute the loop contract, which is the charging capability of the EV chargers. To charge money to the user.
Usually putting,
Put in 7,
there's 3 here.
3 in this complex, 1 at the senior center, that's 4, 1 at Murphy,
2 at the bus station. So,
I think so.
None at the park.
Nothing, none of the rec park. And there's future growth capability. We have the conduit set up for more we ever all get electric vehicles.
Right.
Okay. Okay. The next on the agenda is to approve the meeting schedule for next year. It'll be the second Wednesday of each month, we'll be here,
Valentine's Day, really? No, it's easy.
I thought you were taking the topic.
Yeah.
We're read that then.
Yeah, I make a motion, we approve the schedule as presented.
I'll second.
All in favor?
I,
We change them anyway, so it doesn't.
Okay. I put on here the tri-board meeting for the 24-25 budget. Usually we have it in the month of December, if there's a lot going on. It's just something to think about, so I know it's the board of selectmen, if they want to set one up in January. Or do we just want to bypass it this year? It's a question you might want to think about. We're gonna bypass. Talk about it.
You know, I mean, other than what was already said here, I don't know if there's a heck of a lot we really need to discuss. I mean, we have some,
till we get our budget forecast figured out.
all we could put out a projected capital
Mhm.
schedule. Jobs and schedule, we could.
So for like,
That might be February. more than-
yeah, I usually don't have all that.
Yeah, we're not gonna
Unless
know
we
that.
Something big coming, we don't usually have much to say on capital, usually it's going over
What?
last year's numbers and then look at this year, see if there's anything outstanding, but usually we just bring it up to each board at the time and.
Yeah, we bring it up to, do we bring it up during the tri-board or a summary of it or what?
I think somebody would be the best thing to do.
Just send it out to all.
We might have some more down where you are with your bond proposals.
Right,
By then,
right,
What's going on with Hunt Road culvert?
yep. That might,
Because that'll be-
that might be
It
done.
might be done, but that'd be nice to know, and but if it's.
Yeah, that it came in all right.
So. Then, so it sounds like we might want to have a short meeting, which we could have it before the 5-pack meeting in January.
Here's the date on that, I'm away.
Or do you want to do it in February?
February, I'm deep into the budget.
Yeah, you're already in the budget, so these are preliminary budgets.
I think we know a lot more.
It's just like I said.
We always do it in December, it's pretty much
It's an overview.
yeah, a summer. What do we anticipate, any big changes? You know, anything forecasted, it's never anybody held to it, because there's always changes. But it gives us just a summary of what we're dealing with. And
So is that, do you want to do it, the meeting of 5-pack on the 20, would be the 24th?
Is that the third or is that the 17th?
Oh, 17th would be the third Wednesday.
Well, I think it's a board of selectmen meeting, so they would have to discuss it next week and. That was it.
And you could do it on the 16th then. So the board said, do we move it from January 2nd to the 9th and the 16th? I forget what they did. Well, we'll figure it out. We'll decide to board something. What's the best time for the tri-board?
Yeah, it's usually we have the 5-pack following dates and then discuss the meeting after the meeting, so. So,
yeah. I'm already checking us out.
Well, I thought we normally did it on the 5-pack meeting night and then 5-pack
In
has the
December.
meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, in December. So that would be on a Wednesday.
Yes.
Okay. Which is by the 7th.
In December?
I gotta talk to you after.
No. I wouldn't have you meeting.
Did you meet in November?
No.
Who's running this show?
Bernie canceled it.
Okay,
Okay. That's something to just put on your agenda. The Board of Ed contract negotiations, do you want to take this?
Sure, the board settled with the teachers bargaining unit and the administrative bargaining unit. Those two contracts were ratified by both the board and the bargaining.
What was the numbers on those duties?
For the admin, it's 4% a year from salary. And for the teachers, it's 12.4% over 3 years.
So 4.1 or whatever.
Pretty much, yeah. The average settlements have been in the 12.5 to 12.8%. So we came in with just they're underneath what the standard has been. So those two contracts are posted with the town, they're posted on the 7th. And we will be beginning the contract negotiations with the non-certified staff, which are the paraprofessionals, the custodians, secretaries.
Do we have any legislative updates?
No.
Okay. Do we have any other discussion items? Finance department update. I filed the auditor's request an extension on the audit again. They're close to finishing, they just want some time to make sure they get the audit report pulled together and give me time to review it. So it will be filed in January. But they, as far as I see, they have no findings again, as far as I know. And they're also working on the school master EFS report audit, so that still has to be done by December 31. There's no extension on that, so I'm trying to get that all finished and done. And then anything else? That's all I have for an update. So any questions? No. The next meeting is January 10th, 2024.
Well, if we put a tri-board together, we don't not need that, so, whatever. It's fine. I mean, here.
Yeah, so we meet next week, you can just motion to set that up and then. Yeah. I don't think there was anything else pending, so there's nothing to discuss, I'll motion to adjourn. Steve kind of moved, Mark will say he did it, you second, and we're done. I'll take 5.